Before I get around to doing my final collection video, which I should have up either at the end of this week or Monday next week, I wanted to answer some questions people have about why I never show all of my guns. In every video I've done, I say, I have 14 of these, I've got 12 I can show you. Or I've got 16 of these, I've got 14 I can show you. People are asking me, what are the ones you're not showing and why are you not showing them? Some people are even saying, is it because you don't want people to see everything you have? So in case the government comes looking for them, they'll get what you got if, you show it on the internet. Well, I bought these guns, usually retail. Any gun I've ever bought retail, the government knows I've got. So I'm not really worried about that. Plus, if the government came for my guns, they're not going to have a list of the ones they want to take. They're going to take everything they find. And it's not like I hide my guns, so they're going to get them all. I'm not worried about the government seeing what I own. And some people think, well, is it because someone can take the serial number off your gun and report that gun stolen and get you in a lot of trouble? No, I've never understood that. To me, that's paranoia. You might as well, instead of Xing out or blanking out the little area where the serial number is on your gun when you put pictures on the internet, you might as well just write across the serial number, I'm a paranoid weirdo. Because the chances of someone reporting your gun stolen, that's pretty slim. And then if they do, you're not the criminal, they are. I don't know if you've ever had to report a gun stolen, but the first thing you're going to do is call the police and they're going to say, good, come on in so we can take your information, verify who you are, and take the report of the stolen weapon. You can't just report a stolen weapon anonymously. They have to verify that it's you and that it was your gun that was stolen. Now let's say someone is actually stupid enough to go to all that trouble to file a false police report hoping I'll get in trouble. And then later, I'm caught with the gun. I go to sell it or something, the FFL runs a number, and it's been reported stolen, in Screw Your Sister, Mississippi, or wherever they live, wherever that dumbass lives. And they say to me, aha, this gun's been reported stolen, we have to look into this, we have to report this to the ATF. And if that happens, I'm going to say, well, if I bought this gun brand new, I know it's not been stolen anywhere. And if I bought it used, I'm going to have to say, well, I guess there's a slim chance, but I doubt it. Then the ATF is actually going to do their research to see where that gun has been bought and sold most recently, what FFL took it, who they sold it to, etc. And if it turns out I was the first buyer or I was the second buyer and the first buyer was the guy I bought it from and that guy in Mississippi never owned the gun, guess what? He just committed a felony. He's going to get a nice little visit from the ATF and his local police. It's not going to really cause me any problems whatsoever other than maybe the hassle of taking a little bit longer to sell a gun. That guy is probably going to go to jail and is never going to own a gun again. So that's not something I'm worried about at all. There's really just two simple reasons why I haven't shown every gun I own. The first reason is some of them aren't here. I own property in West Virginia, or at least I own part of a family property in West Virginia, and some of my guns are there. I have a few guns there, and I'm not driving all the way back to West Virginia to get those guns. I have an FN57 there. I have a couple of Rugers there. I have a couple of guns there that I just can't show you because I'm not going to go get them. I also have some guns in a safe deposit box in West Virginia. Guns that are family heirlooms, guns that I can't replace, etc. I have a Smith & Wesson 66 in there that's a first issue. I have a Colt single action army from 1937 in there that was passed down to me that's in a safe deposit box. I'm not going to go back and get those and put them in a video just so you people can see them. I mean, I like you people and I like you watching my videos. I don't like you that much that I'm going to do a 4,000 mile round trip just to show you a gun. And there's also a World War II Luger in there. So, just some things that are sentimental or I can't easily replace. Those are in a safe deposit box, like I said, hard to get to. Now, the other reason is some of my guns are actually here. I just can't get to them easily. I know that any safe you buy can be overcome by someone if they have enough time. If someone wants to come into my house and have enough time, they can get into any safe I buy, no matter how much I spend on it, if they see it. If they see a safe that's a high value target, they're going to do whatever they have to do to get into it. If someone sees my safe and gets into it, they're going to get the vast majority of my guns. That's why I have a little secret stash. I have what I call guns in cold storage. Now, it's not actually cold storage and not my refrigerator or anything. Just by cold storage, I mean they're guns I don't use. They have been cleaned and properly lubed and wrapped and put away so that they can be in long-term storage. And that storage is in a place that even if you had all day to look through my house and you were a common burglar or someone that didn't know where they were, you'd never find them. In fact, sometimes I have trouble remembering where I put them. And I know if I went to go get them, it would take a lot of work to get them out and a lot of work to put them back. I'm not going to go into the details of that a lot of work, but it would be a lot of physical labor to get those guns out and a lot of physical labor to put them back. And it's just not worth doing that to show them in a video. And in that cold storage, I have, a couple of Glocks. I have a couple of revolvers. I have an AK. I have an AR. I have a shotgun. I have a good hunting rifle. Actually, I have a couple of shotguns in there. Just have a couple other guns in there also, things that I would need to start over if I lost all my guns. If I lost all my guns to a burglar, I'm not worried about the government coming and getting them. If I lost all my guns to theft, I would have enough guns to get by if things went bad or to just start over with again. And I have insurance to replace my other guns. So if it's just theft, I can replace my other stuff. And I've got this little cache of guns to get me by until I get around to replacing everything. This would be enough for anything I would need from a firearm. And if it was a shit hit the fan situation, well, this would be enough to get me through. Enough to hunt with, enough to fight with, enough to defend myself with, etc. There's something in there for everything. So that is why I didn't show every gun in every collection. And in my next collection, there's going to be a couple I don't show also for various reasons. So it's not paranoia. It's not because I'm afraid of the government. It's just because I'm lazy. I don't want to get some out of storage. And there's some that just aren't accessible to me right now without making a 4,000-mile round trip. So you can see it's actually pretty simple. Now, there is actually a third reason why you don't see a small number of my guns, and it's kind of a petty reason. Frankly, I'm ashamed to show you some of the guns I own because, frankly, they're kind of gross. I don't want to be seen with them. In fact, I blame this gun on Daniel over at Sportsman's Warehouse because he sold me this gun without even asking me to take a drug test. When I said, I'll take that, he should have said, I think there's something wrong here. I think you've been smoking some weed or something. So let's do a drug test first and then you can buy it. But he didn't do that. He just sold it to me. Just sold me this monstrosity. So I blame him. But even though I blame him and it's his fault, I still don't want to be seen with this. So I ain't going to show it to you.